Hello mga manlalaro! Ako po si JFG's Gaming and we are back with another Genshin Impact video. So in this video, we're going to be continuing with the next Archon quest, and based on this new interface on the travel log, our next quest in line is Paralogism. And if you remember last video, we completed Bedtime Story. So next quest in line is an interlude chapter, which is still considered part of the Archon quest, is called Paralogism, and this takes us back to Mondstadt. So let's go ahead and get this started. So we're already here at Mondstadt. So based on the description, the Windblume Festival should be a joyous affair, but not all is as it seems in Mondstadt. Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and get to the objective area. Sorry about that, Timmy. Okay, so objective area is over here. And what is this? As of recording this video, it is already the version 6.4 or Luna 5 update, which means that this phase 1 banner, it's Barca and Flynn's, and we do have the Chronicle banner, which is all Mondstadt characters such as Klee, Eula, Mona, Albedo, Diluc, and Jean, and some signature weapons. But we're not going to do that in this video. We're going to proceed with the next Archon quest. So let's have a look at this. I have not seen this before. Return to special story mode. Okay, so I press square. Note, about to enter story mode. Continue. Yes. Okay, gives us an option. Okay, where am I being taken to?
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Katheryne's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Sure, let's go.
Greetings, Traveler. Paimon.
Greetings,
Hey,
Katheryne.
Katheryne! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windblume thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
But what?
But...
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
Unusual.
It's finally Windblume. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Huh.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Yeah, this is unlike her.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Whoa, okay. That is totally unlike her.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it. Maybe they're just working out the kinks.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Katheryne?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
Yeah, why is everyone feeling so gloomy today? It's freaking Windblume. Everyone should be energetic and happy.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Strange.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windblume after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
Who knows? Oh, not Donna too.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
I thought you simp D-Luke a lot.
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
You're right. So what's changed?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna.
Mhm.
Although, I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windblume.
I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affections.
Yeah, exactly. What is going on?
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Uh-huh.
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. And I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Pavonius?
The answer to that requires a private conversation. Katheryne, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters.
Okay. Paralogism. Interlude Chapter, Act 4. Okay, what is going on with everyone? First, it seemed like Quinn got friend zoned or worse, dumped. all of a sudden Donna has a change in crush, and then there's Frick, what's his name? The night guy. All of a sudden is feeling low on energy. Like, what is happening with everyone? It's freaking Windblume. Everyone should be happy and joyful and energetic and whatnot. Instead, they all feel like, it's just another normal day. Whoop-de-doo. Like, what the heck is going on? Anyways, so we gotta see everyone at the Knights of Bavonius HQ and discuss about what's been going on recently. So let's head inside. And straight into a cutscene. Hey, Eula!
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Oh, what? Wait, he's not voiced in this sequence? Man, I thought Hoyoverse would have fixed this already. Oh, this was probably during the SAG-AFTRA strike. Oh. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed! What's going on?
I'll probably have to read out some of these dialogues since they're not voiced. Great.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
At least this guy's voiced.
Allow me. You have Note, captain of the 2nd company, Skyron, captain of the 3rd company, Eula, captain of the 4th company, and me, of course, captain of the 9th company.
Wait, now you're speaking again? What happened to that last dialogue just now?
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
I hope Jean is voiced.
Jean!
I take that back. What the hell? Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Ah, yes. That would be the captains. You know, a few of them already. Oh, yeah, sorry. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Bavonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Bavonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there!
A keen observation, Traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time.
At least Kaya's voiced. Why not Jean? Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Okay. Albedo's on trial. Ooh. Oh, there's Sucrose, Kaya. Oh, there's D-Luke. Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Oh wait, please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Okay. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barba and Rosaria?
Most likely. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Ms. Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed?
Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Ms. Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
Whoa, that's serious.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Ooh.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Is she voiced? Beatrice. So, is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Jeez, that was a creepy look. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night.
I was working in my office, on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Oh, at least Dahlia's voiced.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response?
You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone, which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluk Ragvinder. If I pronounced that right, sorry if I butchered it.
Please tell the court what you saw.
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluk was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll.
Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Master Diluk is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is?
What looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that.
Careful now, Master Diluk. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So, that's your angle. Alchemy.
A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning.
Why did the discussion last so long?
Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present.
That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes. And I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh, I
do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount.
Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand?
Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence.
Oh no. That envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No! It can't be true!
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then, we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in Rhindaughter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse. Even Rosaria is not voiced? Great.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? And why are you not voiced? Yes, you're needed at Starsnatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Okay. Recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Yeah, sure. I want to know what those are. Begin reviewing. Okay, Shadows Amidst Snowstorms review. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after a chat outside a cave but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopperflower posing as him. Yet, there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Alright, this was a previous online event. I wasn't playing Genshin yet at the time. I started playing around between 3.0 and 4.0. So yeah, the first time I started playing Genshin was around November 2022. By that time Genshin was already at between versions 3.0 and 4.0. So I wasn't around to play this event, so I missed out on that whole sequence. Okay, so there's only one page to it. Okay, leave. Alright, go to Starsnatch Cliff. So yeah, I wish Hoyoverse can give us the option to replay past online events, because some past online events have really important lore. And if they do have plans to make it possible, I don't really care if they make it into a separate game or downloadable content. The thought of it would be really nice. So, whoever's if ever you're listening to our feedbacks, please make this an option to replay past online events. So that way, for us players who are just starting in this game, can get familiar with the previous lore info that we missed. Like me, for example, as of recording this footage, I when I did the recent Lantern Rite event, I finished it right as it ended. Like, it didn't cut out while I was in a dialogue sequence. It let me finish it all the way to the end. I did get the items that were necessary, that were included, but there was a problem. Like, if I go to quest log right here, and I go to event quest, see, it shows that the Lantern Rite did get recorded, but when I press check, it only recorded the first sequence. Like the other sequences, it didn't get recorded. But I was able to complete the Lantern Rite, even though the time already ran out. So yeah, whoever's, please explain why this happened. I know I was late finishing it, but the game let me finish it. It should get recorded. But yet, why does it show not recorded here? Because I had other things. Because I was preoccupied with other more important stuff offline. Because life happens that take priority, and we're already loading it.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Oh, thank goodness you're voiced.
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh, Dahlia.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So, you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
He's the deacon of the church.
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything.
He's the deacon of the church. Of course, only he would know that Venti is Barbados himself.
Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Exactly.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rhine-daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off.
Oh, Rhine-daughter and Alice mentioned.
The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windblume should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
Yeah, everyone was feeling down. That's how I sum it. That's how I can describe it. You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold! A bomb!
Oh,
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
we'll do our best to uncover the truth.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
Okay. Return to special story mode to continue the story. Okay. Any special dialogue from these two?
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Ah, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Okay. Guess that wasn't that important. Okay, so where are we off to next? Back to the Knights of Pavonius? Okay. How much time do I get left? Hold on. Before we spawn in, let me check really quick. Oh, I got about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes left. So let's see. We can spawn in and some time left. Or you know what? I'll probably just reset I'll just probably just cut this footage and then start a new recording. But anyways, let's head back so we can continue with the investigation. Okay, so we are back in Mondstadt. So where's the Knights bonus headquarters? So let's go here. So, oh, it's this. Wait, there's a thing here. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is the one I'm supposed to be looking into. Return to special story mode. Okay. So we're back at Jean's office. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask you.
Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. And I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case.
Investigate the case?
Yes, it's also time for you to get involved.
Do you want us to join the joint investigation?
No. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know.
I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then, you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Okay, go to Albedo's office. Any dialogue from Jean? Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're counting on you. Okay, that's all there is. Is the sword still up there? Oh no, it's not there. Okay. So that whole special story mode thing takes us to like a different timeline that is different from my current session. Oh, so now we can access the second floor. Sweet. So this is Albedo's office, huh?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked him to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
All right. I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Alright, time to do some investigating. Investigate Albedo's desk. Okay.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Oh. Okay. Investigate test tube. Let's start from left to right. Let's investigate test tube. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Okay. How about investigate the lockbox on the desk? The lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now, the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from the Conrian art of Chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Okay, so what's this here? Investigate the research notes. Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, Putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air. That's it. Okay, so the only thing left is investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
And what else else do we have here? Wait. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Investigate underneath the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve the elemental power in some way. Perhaps you can try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Investigate the paper. Okay, hold on just for a minute, guys. Let me just pause really quick because this recording is almost out of time. So I gotta finish this recording and start a new one. So just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back.